Irish Media Network. We entertain.
Now, Marvin, you're very welcome to the first set of quarterfinals for Decade of Dance Music Quiz. We'll be testing the contestants' brains on music history from the last 10 years. That's 10 decades even. That's 100 years. You're tuned to the Irish Media Network via YouTube and Facebook Live. Good evening, people. It's day 65 of my personal lockdown, and the weather is middle of the road, sunny but cold. Yeah, that's London summers for you, hey? Tonight we have two quarterfinal battles for you. The first quarterfinal sees Laura Whitmore, Irish TV and radio head, take on Waterford's most famous party animal, Darren Daz Dalton, with the second and last of our quarterfinals seeing DJ History Brain, Brewster, take on Ministry of Sound Booker and Lockdown Kitchen Ninja, Deniz Menendez of the Menendez Brothers. It's a biggie indeed. Also, we want to send massive love to all our wonderful people for tuning in. Shouts out to Connor and Myra from Colombia, Shane and all the regulars. You know who you are. You can then stream all the previous shows as podcasts too via Spotify and all good podcast channels. And also don't forget, if you're watching, make sure you fire in your answers as we go along. And also, if you have any burning questions for our team tonight, like how does one beat Laura Whitmore at Connect 4? Or does Bill Brewster have two brains? I think he has a cabinet full of them at his gaff that he can change around when needed. So fire in your questions, get them in, and put them in the comment section, and we'll try and answer the ones that don't break any of our humanity code. If in fact we do have a humanity code. Do we have a humanity code, Owen?
No, let's move.
Okay, cool. So shout outs to Sharon Krangle, Kay, Martin Roach, Ken Hogan Krangle. The Krangles are in the house, who are all in the comment section there. I'm sure they're related to the Waterford Massive, no doubt.
The Waterford Posse, yeah.
The Waterford Posse. So kicking things off with our third quarter final. First up is our favourite Irish Londoner who once took a pee with Janet Jackson and lived to tell the tale.
I revealed that last week, didn't I?
Yeah. She's the host of the most on all your favorite TV shows, the ones where people isolate and try and hook up, or isolate and eat all sorts of mad insects and fish eyes. She should be well able for this lockdown. It's she's life partner to Ian Sterling, a mother of white fluffy ball. Mick, yeah. It's Laura Lockdown Queen Whitmore. Laura, how the hell are you?
I'm good. Happy International Nurses Day. Big shout out to everyone in the health service and all the nurses out there doing their thing.
Oh, amazing. Big love to all the nurses, especially the ones tuning in out there from all of us. What's the funniest story you've heard in the last week, Laura?
The funniest story? Oh my God. First of all, I can't believe how quick the time has gone by. It's been crazy. And I think living in the house with like one other person and the dog, you just learn a lot about that other person, don't you? So yeah. That's been funny, but like I've just stuff about my other half that like he hasn't seen any films. Like he hadn't seen any of the Star Wars films. We put that right. He'd never seen. We watched on Sunday Never Ending Story. Do you remember from the 80s? I haven't watched that since I was a kid. And I turned it out, it's actually not as good as I remember it to be. So we've just been slowly like watching all these like really old school 80s films. And it's some of them you need to watch as a kid and stay as a kid and don't look at them through adults' eyes because it's ridiculous.
Where was he in the 80s?
I don't know what he was doing. I have no idea. I'm like, have you lied about your age? He does sometimes act like he's 16, so I'm like, maybe you weren't born. I don't know.
Possibly. So Janet Jackson, have you heard from her since the last time we spoke?
I haven't. She hasn't returned my calls. It's been very embarrassing actually. But no, it's been good. It's been busy. I've been doing the radio show and been doing a few podcast records and stuff. And that actually it's International Nurses Day. There's another thing I'm doing actually coming up at Women's. I hosted this event that actually went live today with loads of music artists. It's actually up on YouTube. I put it up on my Instagram, but we've got Zara Larson, we've got Clean Bandit, we have James Blunt, we have Jack Severati, incredible people. So it's about an hour-long show that went live today. All for the nurses and all the money going back to the NHS charities over here. But I know similar things are kind of happening all over the world. So it's just quite nice to say thank you.
Big time. And thank you for coming on tonight. So you're going to be taking on the might of Waterford, it seems. He's one half of Waterford's most infamous dance duo, Get Down Edits, the legend of Mexico, That sort of stuck to the toilet bowl for a week. They never made it to one single date on that tour.
Background as well. Like I've got a gin trolley behind me, and you've got all these records and soundproofers.
Some circular connection going on here. So kids never eat. So the Get Down Eds boys went to Mexico. Never made one single date in the tour. Kids never eat street food in any country you're visiting for the first time. When you're on a DJ or club tour, because you might end up with the absolute, I'm not even going to say the words, for a week, like Daz and Martin from Get Down Edits. He's also got a fear of shopping with his ma. What's that all about?
Yeah, I don't know how you I say Martin gave you that one. I say Martin put that one. No, I was no, yeah. My mother brought me to Dublin shopping when I was, but I by the end of the day I was just sick of Michael Guiney shit dragging me in and out of. I didn't realise there was many Michael Guineys in Dublin. Yeah, so that's something like that in the years. Though. I'd say Martin pulled that out of summer. I'd say
I don't know. Well, I've never met your mum, so I can't comment on that. But I believe she's a lovely lady. By day, he's a super dad and house husband. By night, he is Darren Daz Dalton, aka the party animal. Up to date. Daz, welcome back.
Thank you very much, Abby. Thanks for having me.
Not at all. Have you had any parties yet? You must be itching to break curfew. And come on, you are, man.
No, I don't know. I kind of the whole thing is dragging on a bit. So I kind of want it to be over already. Like yes, as Laura said, the time is just after flying by. Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, hopefully we'll be back soon enough.
So Martin's your DJ partner. He's telling us you're like a party animal. You're saying you're not. So if he's bullshitting us about you being a complete mad bastard, tell us some dirt on him. Here's your chance to get your revenge, brother.
Maybe 10 years ago I was keeping up with him, but the last few years he's after shooting way ahead of me. I won't say that live on air.
He's like a Duracell bunny, that lad. Right, cool, man. So have you had any mad situations with the homeschooling?
Yeah, that's kind of, one day it goes smoothly, the next day it's just complete chaos. It depends on his mood. But yeah, no, it's kind of work. Just trying to do a bit with him just to kind of keep it going. But yeah, it's kind of, it's day by day with that now, yeah.
Sweet, brother. Sweet. Okay. So you guys are both in the quarterfinals. Owen, do you want to give a quick run through to anyone who doesn't know what's going to go on?
Yeah, so for anybody who hasn't been watching, it's pretty simple. The two guys are going to play off. They've got 6 questions. Their answers come in to me on WhatsApp. We'll call out the answers after each question, and the winner moves on to the semi-finals. So it's pretty simple and straightforward. Okay, awesome. You guys ready, Laura? How you doing?
I'm good. I just Ian's coming in. He was just doing a live Insta stream. He used to be a children's television presenter with a puppet, so he's just been on the phone to a puppet for the last hour. Our house is mad.
That's how he's been on the phone to a puppet, or is he just?
I'm now debriefing. I can see what happened to these guys. So basically,
this is live.
The poor puppeteers and he's acting there for an hour.
You can't reveal. Puppeteer.
Good luck with it.
Thanks, mate.
Hack of the Dog was basically like, actually, I was talking to Hack of the Dog about Zig and Zag. He's friends with Zig and Zag and Podge and Rog, so old school children's. Anyway,
legendary. Right, Daz, you ready, brother?
Yeah, we go for it. Yeah.
Okay, cool. You guys ready? Let's go. We've got 6 questions. And the first question, quarterfinal 3, Laura versus Daz. Question number 1. What year did Missy Elliott launch her first album? What year did Missy Elliott launch her first album? Closest to the year wins. Closest to the date wins.
What do you mean? Exact date? Like month?
No, just a year.
If you could get the day, I mean, we'll definitely give you an extra bonus point. Or the hour.
Okay, I'm going to say.
What year did Missy Elliott launch her first album? Closest wins. Absolutely amazing album too, that was. I still play tunes off that album.
Yeah, we got both the answers in there, Arvine. Do you want to have a go?
Yeah, I'm going to say it's 97 and it's Super Duper Fly.
You would be correct, yeah. July 15th, 1997. So Laura has 95 and Daz is 2002. So Laura takes home the points there.
Damn.
Yeah, that was just a good guess. Yeah.
A lot of people guessed. Martin Roach thought it was 2000, man. But no cigar there from Martin, obviously.
Close, but you're wrong.
Close, but you're wrong.
Let's be fair, close, but wrong.
Damian Burns, Johnny Quinn, Shane. You've all got it wrong. Shout out to Tara. Big up Tara. Question number 2. Annabelle's and
Max's.
Max's Kansas City are famous nightclubs from which decade? Annabelle's and Max's Kansas City are famous nightclubs from which decade? Annabelle's.
So Annabelle's in London and Max's Kansas City in New York. Famous nightclubs from which decade?
I mean,
Big test here now, yeah.
I feel like that's tested because. Well, okay, I'm giving you a long answer.
I know you probably spent a few late nights in Annabelle's now, so you must know the answer to this one, Laura. What are you drinking there, Daz? Is that an apple juice, is it?
Heineken, I treat myself tonight. I have to keep up with the party animal reputation.
You've got to, brother. You've got to. We've got some people answering here. Shane says Annabelle's nightclub in Dublin for the 2000s. I don't think so, brother.
So we got both answers in there, Irvine. Do you want to have a go?
It's the swinging 60s, isn't it? Annabelle's legendary. I don't know about Max's, but
Annabelle's is still going, so that's why I got confused, because Annabelle's is still going in London. So
Annabelle's was banging it out for years, basically. Still
Yeah.
is.
Apparently the only nightclub the Queen has ever attended, Annabelle's. So yeah, literally been open since the 1960s and still going in the same membership format.
Yeah. You got to wear a jacket and shoes to go in there, or trainers that don't look like trainers.
you want to know my Annabelle story?
Yes.
Last time I was in Annabelle's, it's still going, and it's quite a very specific type of person, which isn't me, that goes there. But last time I went there, there was a back room with karaoke, and me and my two mates sang Zombie by the Cranberries, and I don't think that's ever happened in Annabelle's before.
Queen up there watching, you know.
I mean, would you think they'll let you back in, Laura?
I don't think anyone's going back into Annabelle's for a while.
Lucky for you. Lucky for you. Damian Burns got the right answer there. Shouts to Damian. I think he's one of the Waterford posse.
Damian's Waterford, yeah.
So 1960s was the answer there. So next question, number 3. Who's won more Grammys, Jay-Z or Dr. Dre? Who has won more Grammys, Jay-Z or Dr. Dre? Who's won more Grammys, Jay-Z or Dr. Dre? I mean, that's quite a tough question. I mean, Jay-Z or Dr. Dre has won more Grammys.
Both answers in there, Irvine. You want to have a go?
Who's won more, Beyonce or Jay-Z?
Who's won more, Beyonce or Jay-Z?
It's an easy answer.
I'm going to say Jay, because I just think Dr. Dre has probably won a lot less Grammys. I don't know.
Yeah,
Really,
so if you actually
done that
break down the catalogue of work, Dr. Dre has had more hits, but Jay-Z's body of work, he's won 22 Grammys and been nominated 77 times. So Dr. Dre then has won 6 and been nominated 26 times. So yeah.
Change it to that second, yeah.
And Jay-Z's amount as well tops Beyonce's amount.
Yeah, I mean,
Why?
he's one of the most featured artists as well, you know, in modern hip hop culture, you know, where Dre is kind of more elusive, you know, sits back a lot.
Dre produced so many people, I was thinking, yeah, I kind of went for Dre at the last second, because just from his production work, like, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Dre as well, Dad.
Yeah, he's both went for Dre on it.
Oh, that wrong.
Yeah.
Went for Jay.
Let's be wrong together.
Darren McCormick, right answer. Kay, right answer. Damian, right answer. Johnny, right answer. Shane, right answer. And Martin Roach, you're wrong, mate, unfortunately. Question number 4. Rehab was a hit song for which artist? Rehab was a hit song for which artist?
Lads, these are getting too easy.
Arvine, I'll tell you, I've been trying to find ways to soften up the questions, so I can't wait for the semi-finals and the finals. You'll be getting the most obscure shit now. So both answers in there, Arvine. You want to have a go?
It's Amy Winehouse, Camden's finest.
It is indeed, yeah.
Yeah, legend, absolute legend. R.I.P. Amy. So question number 5. Oops, there goes my shirt right over my head. Oh my. Are lyrics to a song by which artist? Oops, there goes my shirt right over my head. Oh My are lyrics to a song by which artist?
Oh, you have me on that one now, yeah.
Oops. There goes my shirt right over my head. Oh My are lyrics to a song by which artist? Absolute tune.
Absolute tune.
Producer on this record. One of my favorite hip hop producers from that period.
So we got the answers in there, Arvine. Do you want to have a go?
Yeah, it's Tweet, and I think it's Timberland from Timberland and Magoo who produced this one. So it's like early 2000s classic.
Yeah, it's Tweet featuring Missy Elliott. Missy Elliott actually wrote the song or produced the whole song, so Laura does get credit for it. And it is, yeah. So it's congratulations, Laura takes the points in that round.
Damn, what did Dad say?
He had Jarvis Cocker.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Maybe my ridiculous hair is putting you off there, Daz.
Yeah. I need a haircut, Harv. Yeah.
Get along.
Go for your style, Harv.
I know, it's just like we're all going to be Native American Indians by the end of this, man, to keep going. Okay, this is the last question, I think. Yeah. Question number 6. Name any song by Little Richard. Name any Little Richard song.
So recently passed away as well. One of the most iconic people in the history of music.
Yeah, he's like the lineage of like, you know, Little Richard into people like George Clinton, into people like Prince.
Elvis, he would have influenced them all.
Yeah. One of those people, the fusion of gospel, R&B, blues. He was one of those people who kind of was synergizing it all into one. And Laura. So yeah, we got both answers in there, Arvine.
I mean, it's just so many, man. Little Richard's the king of it. Like, so good golly, Miss Molly.
Oh, I put the wrong one down. I know what I put down, and I meant another song. Sorry, keep going. I'm just pissed off myself.
There's many songs though, Laura.
You know what I've written? I meant to write. As soon as she said that, I was like, "That's what I meant to write."
Yeah, you could have Tutti Frutti as well. I guess there's so many of them, man. You know.
Yeah. So we basically had Darren got the correct answer here. We accepted Tutti Frutti, Long Tall Sally, Good Golly Miss Molly, and a massive catalogue. So it didn't make a difference, Laura. You still came out the victor with 3 points to 2.
Ah.
I tell you, do you know what? I did a whole bit on my radio show about Little Richard, and I played loads of his songs, and I still picked like a Jerry Lee Lewis song. As soon as she said Good Golly Miss Molly, I was like, oh, that's the song I meant.
There's so many of them. I mean, he's probably had about like 100 hits nearly, or 100 like classic records.
Rest in peace.
Daz, sorry to say goodbye, man. It's been an absolute pleasure.
No, I'm happy to have made it this far now, yeah.
I mean, you know, like I feel like we've been taken away from your party, and so I have to send you back to the
soon enough. Yeah.
See you later, Daz.
Cheers, Daz.
I feel like I need a better background.
Laura, we're going to have to invest in like a green screen and get you in
something going on, yeah.
something serious going on there. Thanks a million, and congratulations. You have made it to the semi-final. You're going to be taking on someone from Bill Brewster from Ministry of Sound, and Bill Brewster from DJ History, and Deniz Menendez from Ministry of Sound. Today's been a slow day for me. But listen, we will see you soon. Thanks a million, Laura.
See you later,
Take care.
Laura.
Well done. There you have it. Laura Whitmore takes the bacon. She's going to be taking on one of these two gentlemen that you can see on the screen right now. So we're sad to say goodbye to Daz from Get Down Edits. He's been brilliant so far. So we have two music giants colliding here this evening in our last quarterfinal. First is the most famous Grimbarian codhead in the universe.
Indeed. I wouldn't say the most famous, but one of them.
One of them. He shares this accolade with Strictly Come Dancing's Kevin and Joanne Clifton, whoever they are. Do you know who they are?
Yeah, I do. But Kevin's a Scunthorpe United fan, so I don't regard him as a true Grimbarian.
Okay, fair enough. Well, we'll just leave it with Joanne. All right, he's a supporting pillar behind DJHistory.com alongside Frank Broughton, which is the online version of their amazing book Last Night a DJ Saved My Life. He gutted liquid of sweet harmony fame like a fish in the last round, which isn't surprising as he's from Grimsby, which is the UK capital of fishing, so he should know how to gut a fish properly. He's former jockey slut writer and all-round music buffin. It's Bill the Destroyer Brewster. Bill, what's been happening in the Grimsby town lately? The only
I don't know because I don't live there. But I spoke to my sister today, and she does live there. But not a great deal. I mean, the same as everywhere else.
Yeah,
everyone's inside.
Slow news. The only thing I could find out was they're closing down a part of the A46 for 3 weeks, and a venomous fish that buries itself in the sand was spotted on Cleethorpes Beach.
Amazing.
I mean, you can dish the dirt for real on Grimsby if you know any.
I'd never dish the dirt on Grimsby, mate. I'm a loyalist.
I mean, you can dish the dirt on yourself if you want to, but I doubt you're going to want to do that.
No.
So what have you been up to? What have you been up to since we last spoke?
Sat at home writing obituaries, mainly. People keep dying. That's what's keeping me in food.
The death banker. We're going to start calling you, man, by the end of this.
I'm the Disco Grim Reaper, mate.
The Disco Grim Reaper. Oh, here we've heard it all now. Nice one, brother. Well, it's a pleasure to have you back on board, and best of luck later.
Thank you.
Okay, taking on the man with many brains, Bill. I think you probably have a shelf full of brains, but we'll talk about that later. It's a soprano-looking music booker and DJ. He's the head honcho booker at the legendary Ministry of Sound Club in London. Since lockdown, he's been cooking lots and lots of amazing food.
Yeah,
Banoffee pies, full turkeys, feeding a small country.
The small country being my flatmates. Well, Sam and George anyway.
This little swirly thing. Oh, you're back. You're back. How much food could you eat in one day, dude? How much food could you eat in one day? Like the food going on in that gaff is just off the charts.
Every day. Well, there's 3 of us that live together, and 4 of us that live together. So 3 of us that eat loads, and then 1 of us is actually all right. So we go for a lot of food. I think we went in. We did like 40 quid worth of snacks today, and they're all gone as well. It's going to be a bit mad. Yeah, I'm buzzing off some sugar rushing today, so yeah, let's see what happens if that's now.
And if you eat enough KFC, do you get a free hat, or what's the story?
That's it. Send it over. And it's got one as well.
Brilliant, man. It's not a Supreme KFC, is it?
No, not even. It's official merch. Turn it inside out, and there's a bucket of chicken in there.
Oh, Jesus, mate. Bring it on. Bring it on. Bring it on. Bring it on.
So my hair is very long, and I want to keep it covered up.
I mean,
well, I can't talk about yours. Ours is very long as well, to be fair.
I mean, people are going to start hanging like decorations out of my head at some point when it keeps going like this. Probably work as well. But
by the time we get out of it anyway.
Yeah. I mean, it could be a while. Stay 65 for me. But listen, welcome to the show, brother. So have you got any interesting quips to tell us about what's been going on in the House of Ministry? Or even
really, like we're all chilling at the minute. Like there's nothing to really say. It looks like we're going to be shut for a while. So
yeah,
just make the most of trying not to get as fat as possible while being at home, but then enjoying getting fat as well. So it's like it's a lose-lose situation.
Who's the fattest in your house between the Ministry of Sound, yourself, and the defected dudes, George and Sam?
I'm giving it to defected. I'm definitely giving it to defected.
Yeah, probably an easy one. That one. It's probably an easy one.
Definitely.
Right. Well, you're very welcome. So, just like Owen said earlier, it's six questions. The contestants are going to be answering via WhatsApp. You guys got your WhatsApp ready to go?
Yeah. Right. Let me get into it.
Lovely.
We're in.
Nice one. Good to see Biggie rocking the Coogee in the behind your head there, Dennis, too, man.
Always, man. Represented.
Always a good sign. Bill's got the Starship Enterprise of CDJs going on in the back there as well. Nice one. Looking good. Okay, so final quarterfinal. Bill Brewster versus Deniz Menendez. 6 questions. First question. Who's won more Grammys? Adele or the Eagles?
For fuck's sake.
Who has won more Grammys, Adele or the Eagles? Now, as far as I know, the Eagles aren't from Grimsby, or have probably never been to the Ministry of Sound. Who has won more Grammys, Adele or the Eagles?
Both answers in, Irvine.
I mean, it's obvious. It's got to be Adele, right?
Yeah, it's Adele's won 15, been nominated for 18. The Eagles have won 6, been nominated for 18. So not too big of a difference.
Okay, who's got the points there, Owen?
Both of them got the correct answer.
Nice.
Well done, lads. Well done, lads.
Tight.
All right, we're neck and neck here after one question. Right, question number 2. What year did Frank Sinatra make his debut song? What year did Frank Sinatra make his debut song? Someone's just said they thought that was Carl Cox behind Dennis.
Carl Cox behind me. Going for.
What year did...
Bit of a gamble. I've got a rough period of time and it could be from a few, so I'm going for one of them.
Okay, so both answers in, Irvine. Do you want to have a go?
I mean, gee, it's a tough question. I'm going to say like 1940 or something, or 1940. I feel like that might be the first time.
So he released a song called All or Nothing with Tommy Dorsey's band in 1939, but in 1940 he actually went solo on himself, so would have accepted either. Dennis got 1941 and Bill got 1946, so Dennis takes the points in this round.
Yeah. Oh, the pressure's on.
Pressure is on. Yeah, Shawnee Mack got 1938, so he was wrong too. Don't worry, Bill. Don't worry. Okay, question number 3. Name any Buddy Holly song. Name any Buddy Holly song.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the one that always just comes to mind is the one that was used in many movies.
Oh, that's how you spell it. Oh, I spelled it wrong. Like that.
Yeah, so both answers in, Irvine. Do you want to have a go?
Yeah, I mean, the one that just springs to mind the minute you hear Buddy Holly for me is Peggy Sue, obviously. It just seems to be the one that kind of...
I think it's one of the only ones I know, to be fair. So.
And then you've got Every Day, That'll Be the Day, but both guys got the correct answer here. A hugely influential artist in the rock and roll world as well. Short career as well, only 2 years in total, I think his whole career was.
Really? 2 years?
Yeah, died in a plane crash.
Yeah.
The Big Bopper also died in the same plane.
Yeah, they put him up there with Bill Haley and Elvis in terms of importance for the rock and roll scene in terms of its evolution. But yeah, both guys with the correct answer here.
Okay, bang on the money. Okay, next question, which is question number 4. We Found Love was a smash hit dance track between Calvin Harris and which artist? We Found Love was a smash hit dance track between Calvin Harris and which artist?
So what's that?
Yeah, both answers in, Irvine.
Okay, I think this is Rihanna.
Yeah, everybody's cried across the board there.
That was a good one.
It's a bane of my life, that song.
Yeah. That's what smashed his career, isn't it, really? That one put him on the global stratosphere.
Yeah, it did indeed.
Yeah, definitely. Got him in Versace boxer shorts and his jocks on billboards, I'm sure, now there.
Calvin Harry.
Calvin Harry.
Calvin's, yeah, he was in Calvin's.
It was Calvin and Calvin's, was it?
Yeah, it makes sense, doesn't it?
I thought it was Calvin and Dolce & Gabbana. I don't know, man.
Was it not? Maybe I'm wrong.
No, I'm just making it up myself here. So, question number 5. Peggy Gou is a top DJ at the moment. What country is she from? Peggy Gou is a top DJ at the moment. What country is she from? Oh, Peggy Gou. What country is she from? Peggy Gou.
Both answers in, Irvine.
Yeah, so Peggy Gou's Korean, as far as I know. So South Korean.
Yeah.
Yeah, South Korean is correct. She's based in Berlin at the moment.
Yeah.
So both guys get the correct answer again.
Hang on. Also, Darren McCormick got the correct answer there. He's a massive fan of Asia and specifically South Korea. Also, Shawnee Mack got Japan, which is the wrong answer, mate, unfortunately.
Shawnee Mack is a funny man.
Shawnee Mack, yeah, I know, he's in. He's the millionaire. He said, shite, no offense, Calvin. He's the millionaire. And I'm not that.
Who's
Let
dog?
the dogs out.
Yeah. Hold on one sec.
Dog break. There's someone
Okay,
trying to break.
right, final question. If I win this one, I win.
Someone's trying to break into the gaff there. Everybody's gaff.
Sorry, my boy's just arrived and the dog's excited.
Cool. Right, so I think we have one more question. Okay, so Barron's Exclusive, Smalls Paradise, and Aragon Ballroom are all leading clubs of which decade?
Say that again.
Barron's,
Can you repeat them?
sure, yeah. Barron's Exclusive, Smalls Paradise, and Aragon Ballroom are all leading clubs of which decade? So Barron's Exclusive, Smalls Paradise, and Aragon Ballroom are all leading clubs of which decade?
Oh, it'll be one of two.
Barron's Exclusive, Smalls Paradise, and Aragon Ballroom.
Oh, they're like what? They're weird names, man. Aragon's Ballroom. Did you say?
Aragon Ballroom.
That's a random one, man.
Yeah. Ministry of Ballroom.
I'm having a punt here.
All right, good lad. Good lad. That's what we like to
Bout
hear.
answers in.
Only they're weird names, man.
I mean, if I've not heard of them, then they're definitely not in the 80s,
Basically, yeah.
70s.
Ballroom. Isn't Aragon the guy from Lord of the Rings?
Aragon Ballroom. Yeah, he set up a club after the first Lord of the Rings book came out in the 1820s. So I'm going to say that like it's 1930s or 1920s.
Earlier, yeah, I've guessed 20s, man. Before the war, it sounds like.
So yeah, the correct answer is that it's the 1920s. Barron's was actually part of the big Harlem Renaissance Big Four. So along with Cotton Club, it was one of the most iconic clubs of that decade and gave Duke Ellington his first break as well, along with Ada Smith. So Dennis takes the points here. Bill gets the incorrect answer, and this gives Dennis a clean sweep of 6 correct answers in a row.
Whoa.
Well done.
Good guys.
Well done, Dennis. Bill, really sad to see you go, man.
No problems. I can get back to baking bread.
It was absolutely fantastic having you on the show, man. Check out djhistory.com and all the podcasts that this man is doing. Absolute pleasure, Bill. See you soon, man.
Take care.
Cheers, Bill.
Bye.
Bill, bye.
Yeah, mate.
Dennis Menendez. Congratulations.
Bit of luck and a bit of skill. Well, most of I guess the last one completely and just luck. Well, that one got many more, so it's quite easy.
I think the bookies are going to lose a lot of money today on that one.
Yeah. One of the hot favourites has definitely gone out of the competition there for sure.
Read it a week, Shane. The 100-to-1 favourite.
Well, absolute pleasure, Dennis. So we'll see you in the semi-final. You'll be taking on Laura Whitmore.
Let's have it, Laura. I know you're watching.
And listen, thanks for coming on, Dennis. We'll speak to you soon, brother.
So we got comments coming in here, Dennis, that you've knocked out the 1 to 100 favourite. So the shock.
Yes.
It's an absolute shock, man.
Go for it.
I'm shocked, man. I'm in shock.
Right. In a bit then, guys.
All right, Dennis. See you later.
Yeah, bye.
You've been tuned to the Irish Media Network. You've been watching Decades of Dance and Marvin. We'll be back probably Thursday night.
Irish Media Network. We entertain.